Tom here at Sharpening Supplies, and today we're going to be trying to answer a question, and that is whether or not when sharpening you should stick to the bevel angle that the knife has, or if you should pick an angle and sharpen to that. And so we've got two differing opinions here. And so Dan, which camp do you sit in?
I'm more of the match the existing angle kind of side of things.
Why is that?
Well, if you know that the tool or knife has been working well, why change it? Just match what's there and who cares what the number is. Just also from a practical point of view, I find measuring the angle is often kind of cumbersome on its own. You need some kind of measuring instrument and all that. And then also, if you do set to a number and you're just slightly off, particularly if you're low, you're going to be there all day, reestablishing a lower bevel. If you just find the existing angle, you're going to probably have the most efficient approach you probably can.
And then, John, you disagree loudly and vehemently.
Yes. Yes, I do. There's definitely a time for that. But I think, especially if you're a beginner, you have, this is sort of what a blunt edge would look like, dull edge. And so if you're going to just match what's there and try to sharpen to that, in this case, if you want to sharpen to the edge, you might be sharpening at an extremely blunt. Oh, you got a nice sharpener there.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're sharpening, this is sort of the cross section of a knife, of course. If you really want to get to the edge of the blade, I mean, you're at a 70-degree bevel, when something like 20 would be more appropriate. Really, the other situation is that if it was previously sharpened incorrectly, you're just repeating the same problem.
What are some ways in which it could have been previously sharpened incorrectly?
Say they had a very low angle. I mean, they didn't know what they were doing. They put, let's say, an 8-degree bevel on there, and you're just going to duplicate that. You're not going to have a very durable edge. Or let's say if it was a very steep angle and you just duplicate that, you're going to have an edge that never really cuts well.
Do you have any counterpoints to that, Dan?
Yeah, matching the angle, I think, it's assuming that you have a tool or knife that was working the way you wanted it to work.
Sure.
Yeah, true. I mean, if you get something that's been sharpened at 5 or 6 different angles and you don't have a discernible bevel on there, you have no choice. You're going to have to pick an angle and go with it. But yeah, John's points are all good. I'm coming at the idea of, just resharpening something. I've got this knife. I knew it did work well. Who cares what the number is?
So if we've got a tool and it works, it's just gotten blunt, do we both agree like going with the same bevel angle is a good way to go? If the tool doesn't work very well, or we can't really find an existing bevel angle, then picking one and going with it. That's, yeah, so we can stop arguing now. Yeah.
Darn it.
Here goes our afternoon.
Yeah.
I just pumped up for this.
I know.
So I'm going to link to an article that we've got that will give you suggested bevel angles for a wide range of different knives and tools. I'll also link to some different sharpeners that we've got that will help you with your angles. Those will all be in the description below. Do you have a preference? Do you like to pick an angle and sharpen to that? Or do you always stick with the existing bevel angles? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoy these videos and would like to see more, then please consider subscribing.